The long wait for GTA 6 has made people a little desperate for any sort of information at all or news regarding GTA 6 to the point where some in social media circles are, as usual, trying to get clout any which way they can. And recently there was some alleged leaked gameplay that came out of GTA 6 that was quickly debunked as a hoax, but not before it got millions and millions of views and went viral. Yeah, it turned out to be fake. It was nothing more than AI video. But I've seen quite a bit of AI images and video of GTA 6 over the past several months. But yeah, it's getting quite out of hand with how much AI is out there right now and how much of a negative influence AI is having on society in general, not just when it comes to video games like GTA 6 in this recent example. Before the incident, yeah, I mean, there were already tons of GTA 6 screenshots and obvious fake AI videos that clearly didn't look like GTA 6 at all. But it has gotten a lot more convincing than the days of the Will Smith spaghetti AI video that looked very, very bad. It looks way better now and almost realistic. And to be honest, I think most of us to some degree have enjoyed some AI content here and there. I've gotten good laughs at some AI songs. I've enjoyed some Star Wars AI videos, and it's pretty impressive how it looks almost realistic to some degree. But at the same time, I feel like AI is obviously getting out of control in more ways than one. In fact, I feel like it's a symptom of a much larger problem. I think that society is facing the age of AI, and it's not going to be one of these things that changes us for the better, like with the Industrial Revolution. Now, people will debate whether or not that was good or bad for humanity, but I think that AI is going to be a greater negative for us than a positive. I could be wrong, but I feel like with the box opened and the snowball rolling down the hill, it's pretty much out of control, out of the bag, and there's really not much we can do about it, especially with all this fake content. Not just with video game trailers, but fake trailers for this and that, and even being used for like celebrities or politicians or elected officials. And people get fooled all the time now thinking that this celebrity or this politician said something when it turns out not to be true. But the problem is the lie spreads faster than the truth, especially with AI. And before community notes can get out there, a lot of people already believe that this celebrity said this or this elected official said that. So that's a definite problem right there when it comes to how crazy AI's gotten. Like the video looks very impressive, almost realistic, and the audio quality is getting better and better. And corporations, of course, are taking full advantage of AI across the board. And unfortunately, because of their use and justification for AI, they are slashing thousands to millions of jobs. Unfortunately, unemployment numbers across the board have skyrocketed because of AI. A lot of people are out of work right now looking for that next job, and they're struggling to find work because there's just less and less job opportunities out there for people. I mean, it was already bad enough to begin with prior to the rise of AI and how so many corporations are now using it, whether it's for video games or other avenues, and automation and robotics. I feel like all that goes hand in hand, AI, automation, robotics. But it's causing a potential unemployment crisis across the world. And with hunger and famine and people not being able to pay taxes and bills and losing their homes or apartments, things are going to go from bad to worse, unfortunately, because not only are companies relying more on AI and investing in AI and AI technologies at the expense of people, of human beings who are losing their jobs, their livelihoods, careers, and literally being almost thrown out to the streets, not knowing what to do, and not even knowing if they have a future. There are data centers being built across the US and other parts of the world that are going to cost tons of money, millions, maybe billions of dollars to build these data centers, taking up land, as well as ultimately using resources such as electricity, which we rely on. The infrastructure is already pretty tapped already when it comes to our electric grid. But even more concerning is the fact that these AI data centers use a lot of water to operate the AI servers. And, well, we kind of sort of need fresh water in order to survive, not just humans, but also animal and plant life on our planet. So that creates an even greater crisis than what we're experiencing right now, like real water shortages across the world because of the data centers' demands for the water to use the AI servers. I'm not calling for the abolishment of AI or automation or robotics, but I do feel like it needs to be slowed down. And unfortunately, it doesn't really seem like anyone's trying to stop it. Governments are as competent as always because a lot of these elected officials of ours are bought and paid for by these very same companies that are investing millions and billions of dollars into AI as well as AI data centers, while at the same time firing thousands and millions of their employees. And it also sucks that a lot more studios, like all the studios under Microsoft, are going to be relying more on using AI to make future games and even current games. Like I think the Call of Duty games are starting to use more AI. And that's just going to be a trend in the gaming industry going forward and almost every other industry out there. But with the rate that AI is accelerating across the board in more ways than one at our expense, also in more ways than one, I just hope that the rise of AI isn't leading to a future depression, economic collapse, global catastrophe. Because if that happens, then we're all pretty much cooked thanks to AI. But I guess that's one of the reasons why they like to keep the bread and circus right in front of us. You know, the next video game, TV show, movie, as well as sports games out there to keep us occupied or divided when it comes to political opinions. And unfortunately, part of that bread and circus now is actually people's use of AI to make funny images and fake videos and trailers and using ChatGTP for their work. If AI ultimately is the doom of humanity, at the end of the day, we really only have ourselves to blame. But hey, we only have another year, hopefully, to wait till GTA 6 comes out. Hopefully, before Skynet becomes self-aware and decides to wipe us all out.